Hey everybody, Dr. Reddy here with another 5-minute leadership coaching video. I'm actually filming from a little different location and a little sweaty, a little dirty. This is my garden. So I have quite a large garden for not being a farmer, and a greenhouse and a bunch of stuff going on. But the reason I decided to film from my garden after working in the garden today was it reminded me of a conversation I had with another leader maybe 2 years ago. And we were talking about how developing leaders is a lot like gardening. And you might think, well, you know, how so? Or that seems like a stretch. But there are obviously different kinds of seeds, right? And if you're not a gardener, you may not know that different types of seeds thrive in different environments. All seeds have the potential to turn into plants. All people have the potential to turn into leaders. But they're not going to turn into the same type of plants, and they're not going to turn into the same type of leaders. Some seeds thrive in very heavy clay soil, which is what we have here in Kentucky. Some plants thrive in very sandy soil, which I don't have at all. Some seeds thrive in medium type soil. Some seeds need deep soil. Some people need high stress environments. Some people need low stress environments. Some people need rigid environments. Some people function well with large teams. Some people function well with small teams. That doesn't make them good or bad leaders. That makes them their type of leader. And the other thing that you can have different plants need different nutrients, right? And different leaders need different areas of development. That's one of the reasons that this programmatic leadership development doesn't work, because they've written a formula. They have a process that's based on some philosophical approach to leadership that works for many people or some people or their demographic of people, but it doesn't work for everybody. And it's sort of like a 10-10-10 fertilizer in the garden. 10-10-10 is 10 nitrogen, 10 potassium, and 10 I'm blanking, nitrogen, potassium, and phosphate. And 10-10-10 works, is better than nothing, but different plants have different nutritional needs. And so you can throw 10-10-10 and your plants will do better than if you didn't, but you're also wasting a lot. You're wasting a lot of productivity, you're wasting a lot of output, and you're wasting a lot of time, and you're wasting a lot of effort, and you're wasting a lot of money, and you're doing the same thing with programmatic leadership training. If you think that you can buy some book off the shelf and develop leaders on your team or develop yourself, you're full of shit. That's all there is to it. You're full of shit. It doesn't work. Is it better than nothing? Yes, it's better than nothing. But it is not customized for you, and it never will be. Okay. Last thought here. You can have a perfect seed. You can put it in the perfect environment, the perfect soil for it. You can give it the perfect fertilizer. You still don't get to decide how fast it grows. You just don't get to decide that. That's not your role. That's the seed's role. And just because a seed takes a long time to develop does not mean it's not going to be a productive seed. I've got plants that, I planted a bunch of beans, and all of them came up, and there was a spot that just didn't come up, and it's coming up now. Does that mean it's a bad bean or that it's not going to produce great beans in the future? No. It means that when you're developing plants, when you're growing plants or developing leaders, you don't get to decide how fast they grow. You provide them with a great soil environment. You provide them with the right fertilizer for them. You water them. You remove obstacles, weeds in the case of plants, obstacles for leaders, and you give them time. And anyone can turn into a leader that way. Anyone can, believe it or not. So if you are an aspiring leader or a leader who's been getting 10, 10, 10 and you want something more personalized, reach out. Thanks.